So this week's Christian video abortion is gonna make you want to take a shower for a week just to get the creepiness off of you. This time it's a movie called Loving the Bad Man, which teaches Christians the very important lesson of becoming really good friends with the guy who brutally raped you and having his baby. I shit you not. The movie starts out with this smoke show. I have to admit, this girl is fucking hot. And surprise, surprise, she's also a Christian virgin. Well, one night Smoke Show's car breaks down, and the guy she asked to help her instead brutally rapes her. Of course, he goes to jail, and her parents are like, you gotta get rid of that baby. But she's like, Papa, don't preach. I made up my mind. I'm keeping this baby. And they're like, bitch, is you crazy? You can't have a rapist baby. And she's like, watch me. So the next thing you know, she starts going to the prison and making friends with the guy who brutally raped her, because that's what Jesus told her to do. And even he's surprised. He's like, chick, you're hot, but you're out of your damn mind. Did you forget I brutally raped you? And she's like, that's okay. I can tell you're a good guy anyway. You were just having a bad day when you brutally raped me and got me pregnant. I want to save your soul so you can be in heaven with me for eternity. Can you imagine how awkward it would be to see this guy in heaven every single day for the rest of eternity? Hey, Bob, how's it going? You remember that time you brutally raped me? That was hilarious. Have a good day, Bob. So the next thing you know, she's bringing her dad down to the jail to meet her rapist. Dad, this is my rapist. Rapist, this is Dad. Awkward. Then she starts bringing the kid to see her rapist. Can you imagine how awkward that family reunion is going to be? Hey, Dad, how did you and Mom meet? Oh, son, it's a funny story. You see, one day I went to help your mom fix her car, and instead I brutally raped her. Now that I think about it, maybe that's not a funny story. So the next thing you know, one of the white supremacists in jail is all pissed off at this blonde smoke show and wants to send somebody to rape and hurt her. And he's like, don't worry about raping her. She'll forgive you. In fact, she'll probably have your baby and become your best friend after you rape her. She's kooky like that. But then her rapist finds out about it, and he goes to Stephen Baldwin, who is obviously super tough and badass and the leader of all the white supremacists. And he's like, hey, I tell you what, I'll let you kill me if you promise not to go hurt her. And Stephen Baldwin's like, all right. So then Stephen Baldwin kills him, and he goes to heaven. But don't worry, folks. She finds some other dorky Christian cuck to help her raise her rape baby. So all's well that ends well in Christian fantasy land. What the fuck are Christians thinking with this bullshit? Ladies, if some dude fucking rapes you, do not become his best friend. What the fuck kind of message is this sending to people? Hey, if you rape somebody, maybe they'll forgive you and become your best friend and have your rape baby anyway. And I gotta admit, this girl's pretty hot. She's definitely gonna have some beautiful little rape babies. This movie is just fucking awful and morally bankrupt in every way. I almost have a hard time believing they made this, but it's Christian, so I'm not really that surprised. A lot of Christians actually do believe everything is according to God's plan, even rape. But seriously, if you really believe God planned for you to be raped, why the fuck would you worship that monster? Why the fuck would you want to be anywhere near him? Any guy with the power to stop rape but doesn't do so is less moral than you and I are. So nice try, Christians, but goddamn, this one was fucked.